Welcome back to Wookies on X-Wing. We are doing our Scum and Villainy unboxing. With me I have Matt. I'm John. So, what do we got today?
Today we've got our M3-A Scyk Interceptor. Scyk.
However the hell you want to pronounce
cannon,
it.
las cannon, it's all the same.
Yeah, no kidding.
So we've got our Scum analog to the TIE Fighter. So here we go. Rip into this thing.
Destroy that box.
Oh yeah. Come here, you. A little itty bitty fighter.
Oh, it's cute.
It's a neat little thing. Actually kind of looks like a TIE Advance with the wings cut off.
Alright. I like it.
Get behind that.
Definitely something, it's still definitely different than a lot of the things that we're used to seeing.
Alright, so got our pretty standard. We go over the pilots and the upgrades that comes with it.
Sounds good to me.
So we've got, along with the Scyk, we've got two named pilots and two generic non-named pilots. We'll start at start with the basic ones. Got a Cartel Spacer, pilot skill 2, weighing in at 14 points.
All right, so this is a good basis of what we can talk about the fighter. So it has 2 attack dice, 3 defense dice, 2 hull, and 1 shield. I like it. It's a little bit more durable, like very subtly more durable than a TIE Fighter, because it has that 1 shield. It has 2 hulls still, so that's kind of neat. The 2 attack, 3 defense, that's fairly typical. It's 14 points compared to a TIE Fighter's 12. On top of which, it has a focus, a targeting computer, a barrel roll action, and an evade.
Yeah, so for 2 points over an Academy pilot, that buys you, looks like it buys you a target lock and an extra pilot skill.
Yeah, and you're
Seems like a good trade.
And you're trading one of your hull for a shield.
Yeah,
So
it's not bad.
not bad at all. It does mean that you know, things like proton bombs are a little scarier for this thing.
You might lose it to a bad crit,
But yeah, no, I like it. Barrel roll is my favorite action. It's probably the best action in the game.
as an Imperial player, it's fun.
Yeah, absolutely. So the fact that you get barrel roll on this thing, super cool. Pilot skill 5 guy for 17 points. Kind of nice. He has an EPT.
Makes sense. He's, 10 Tensari point veteran. If he's a veteran, it makes sense he has a pilot talent.
Yeah, absolutely. So
pilot skill 5, non-named pilots. It's kind of a theme here. It's really cool. I like it.
yeah, they're a little bit better than, like, say, the Black Squadron pilot. So
Yeah,
and
sure.
that's their, I guess, analog. And so you want to give us the honors for this guy?
All right, so we've got Ashira here. Pilot skill 6. I like Ashira. It's one of my favorite Scyk pilots. So after you defend against an attack, if the attack did not hit, you may assign 1 evade token to your ship. So this is cool, It's kind of a, hey gunner, I don't care if you've got gunner.
Yeah.
You're gonna shoot at me, I'm gonna have an evade token still.
Yeah, it is super cool. I like it. It really gets around the multiple ships that could just try to focus a ship down with a
Burn your actions off.
Yeah.
No, it's cool. It rewards you for having your ship shot at multiple times.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a really neat pilot talent. We haven't really seen anything like this yet.
The interesting thing about this pilot, though, is that it's 18 points. The ability is really cool. It doesn't have an EPT.
Yeah.
So you get the trade for an EPT is that you get this cool ability. So that's fine though. I like it. It's good enough to trade for an EPT because I mean it's much better than say elusiveness if you want to have like a comparison for the defensive EPTs. But no, I like it. And so we have Sarasu. When attacking a friendly ship at range 1 is defending. When another friendly ship is range 1 is defending, it may re-roll 1 defense dice.
So this is your Howl Runner.
Yeah, this is your defensive Howl Runner. Same pilot skill 8. Super cool. I like it. You can run them with a swarm of Z95s or even a swarm of these guys, and And it's one of those things that's kind of hard.
Around longer.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, with the 3 defense dice, they're not exactly the easiest thing to take on.
No, for sure. And you have barrel roll, so that's again, additional maneuverability. When we get to the dial, we'll be able to see that it's got a lot of maneuvers to it. And hey, pilot skill 8 with the pilot talent, that's gravy for 20 points.
Oh, yeah.
Can't get better than that, right?
No, absolutely. Absolutely. And I mean, like, for the most part, you can see the comparison between these fighters and their Thai counterparts, because I mean, each of these ones are 2 to 3 points more expensive than their Thai counterparts. The Black Squadron Pilot's 14 points, whereas this one's 17 points, but that's fine. And Power Runner's 18 points, whereas this one is 20. I mean, you're getting a payoff for it.
And you're also paying extra points just given you can't really look at the ships in a vacuum, right?
Oh, absolutely.
In Scum Faction, there's a lot of other upgrades or other ship abilities that will, if you want to play a very synergy heavy list, then you're probably going to be taking these the M3As.
Yeah, and let's talk about some of these upgrades that you're mentioning.
So the biggest one is actually, this is an M3-A Interceptor only. It's a title. This is the Heavy Scyk Interceptor. So it's for 2 points. Your upgrade bar gains the blaster, torpedo, or a missile upgrade icon.
Cool. So
You have a heavy fighter.
Yeah, for 2 points, you can super customize these guys.
And it comes with some cannon upgrades. So I mean, it doesn't come with any torpedoes or missiles, unfortunately. But if you play any of the other factions, you're gonna have torpedoes or missiles.
Yeah. I really like this card. It says, you know what? You're not paying extra points for those options. You're paying, but if you want those options, here's 2 points. You can spend it, and there you go.
You put them on a fairly maneuverable platform.
Yeah. It's almost like the reverse of the Chardran refit.
Yeah.
But instead of giving up your missile slot, you're getting a torpedo slot or a missile slot or even a cannon slot, and so you can really just tailor your list and these fighters to do whatever you want to do.
The cannons it comes with 3. The ion cannon we've seen before that comes in the fire spray, for example. It's an old standby.
Yeah.
Don't really need to cover that much.
No, I mean, it's an ion cannon. You've seen one, you've seen them all.
It's 3 points. Not worth taking, I think.
I mean, it's one of those things where you kind of look at the Heavy Scyk Interceptor and say, okay, do I want to spend 5 points for an ion cannon? I don't know. It might be. I mean, if I have a Y-Wing, I might as well use that as 5 points for an ion turret. But, I mean, it gives you that option.
As we've mentioned before, we like the ion cannon with the Scum version of Cast Scarlet.
Yeah,
that's a whole lot.
But I mean, like, it's one of those things that if you don't have an ion cannon because you haven't picked up some of the upgrades, you get one here.
I'll let you talk about this one.
So this is a neat, interesting cannon. It's called the Flechette Cannon. It's 3 attack dice. It's attack 1 ship. If the defender hits, if the attacker hits, the defender suffers 1 damage, and if the defender is not stressed, it also receives 1 stress token, then cancels all dice results. So it's kind of like the ion cannon. It's 2 points rather than the 3 points of an ion cannon. It stresses out the opponents if they hit. So it's not like the Flechette torpedoes where it's just, you're stressed. Too bad, so sad. And it has the other stipulation that you have to not be stressed in order for this to trigger.
Yeah, if the defender's not stressed, they get a stress. But it's really cool because this also, unlike the Flechette torpedoes, it doesn't have that hull point stipulation. This will stress out any ship.
Absolutely, yeah. And the bigger ships that are being a lot more prevalent in the meta, they're going to get stressed out, and they, especially those high action economy guys that want to push the limit all the time. You're like, hey, you're stressed. Guess what? You're not getting actions next turn.
You either forfeit your push to the limit, or you perform a green maneuver, which will severely limit you.
Yeah.
And it's really cool. It's a range 1 to 3. You're not ever in a range band. You're not using this cannon.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really cool.
And the last one it comes with is another new cannon. This is the Mangler cannon.
The Mangler cannon.
Oh, this is nice. Another range 1 to 3. It's 4 points. It's kind of expensive, but it's when attacking, you may change one of your hit results to a crit. So hey, easy peasy. Look it up. look at that text, you know exactly what it does. What it does is good.
What it does is good. I like it. I like it more than the heavy laser cannon.
It's cool. You know, it's 3 attack dice versus 4, but you're saving 3 points, and you have the potentials for just natively getting crits.
Yeah, I can definitely see, you know, some use of the Mangler cannon with the heavy Scyk interceptors. From my perspective, looking at this card, there is just an almost infinite amount of different combinations that I want to try out with the Mangler cannon. First of all, I mean, the Mangler cannon will fix Dash Rendar's problem. The Donut of Doom is now just a pancake of Doom, which I like. I mean, yeah, you're not getting in as many attack dice, but you don't have that range 1 band anymore.
You don't have a no shoot zone.
And the hit to crit is great. Like, it's good. There another Rebel combination I can think of, 10 Num.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't need Abat to fly around him anymore. You just, 10 Num, it's cheaper than an Auto Blaster. It's great. So, I mean, it's a super solid cannon. You're going to see it. I think you're going to see a lot until Falcons aren't as prevalent.
Until they get toned down a little.
Yeah. Well, I think this is going to be one of the reasons that tones them down. It's like, hey, heavy laser, Mangler cannon. Unless you're Chewie, unless you're flying Chewie, you're taking those crits, and you're going to like it.
And that's the nice thing about these 2 cannons. They're not scum only. You can take them with Imperials, you can take them with Rebels, you can take them with Scum. Anything that has this cannon upgrade, go for it.
Absolutely.
I mean, heck, throwing a Mangler cannon on a Defender, it's a little scary.
Oh yeah, for sure. Even for another Imperial fighter that you might see the Mangler cannon get put on is the Imperial version of Kath Scarlet.
Oh yeah.
Because those crits, just hey, I'm going to hand out a crit. I have guaranteed. I don't need to take marksmanship. I don't need to take anything else that will guarantee me crits. This thing will guarantee me crits.
And if you cancel it, you're stressed. Yeah, win. And so the last card it comes with is a stealth device. It's kind of cool. It's another source of a stealth device.
Because previously the only way you could get a stealth device was with the fire spray.
So it's a really easy way to get it, and people are going to have a lot of these things because it's the TIE Fighter analog. You're probably going to buy a lot of these blisters.
Yeah, absolutely. I like that. I like it, especially since this stealth device. I think you'll really start to see it come back into the meta. The stealth device had sort of been vacant for a while, just because it was really hard to justify it in comparison to other things. But like experimental interfaces come out, meaning like you can take a big stealth device with an R2 F2 and get the use of both of them, and stuff like that.
So, and then the last portion of this, we've got the 6 dial. It's a neat dial. This is where it kind of, it's similar to the TIE Fighter, but it does diverge a little bit. The key divergence is the fact it has a 1 bank maneuver, which is also green.
Yeah, it has a lot of green maneuvers for a fighter this cheap. It's fairly maneuverable. It doesn't have a 5 forward. It has a 4 forward, so it's not as fast as a TIE Fighter, but
it has a 5K turn.
It has a 5K turn. It also has a 3K turn, so you have a lot of options there. On top of the fact you can barrel roll, that kind of thing. So, I've always liked the 1 banks on a TIE Advance. I think this is sort of the nice analog because it has the hard ones on top of the soft ones. That's really cool. It'll give you a lot of maneuverability options. And with the barrel roll action, you can go like 1 soft and then barrel roll back and get yourself a really good vantage point without having to, move too far forward on the plane.
Oh, it's good. Verdict. This is a good ship. We like it.
It's a good package. You will definitely use them in Scum and Villainy just because of just how the faction is put together. So I think you'll definitely get use of this fighter. It's not you have to buy this fighter for the cards. It's not a Rebel transport.
Buy the ship for the ship. If you like it, you like it.
And on top of that, I mean, the Mangler cannon's great. The Flechette cannon's great. And the Pilot Skill 8 is definitely going to be a gateway drug for swarms.
Yeah, that's cool. And that's neat too. It's another. You can either run a lot of interceptors, you can run a lot of headhunters because you do have access to both, or you just say, hey, why not both and play them?
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah,
that's as always. Thanks for watching, guys. We've got lots more content coming up for you. We've still got more Scum to cover. So I hope you stay tuned. I hope you enjoy it.
Be sure to like and subscribe to this video.
And if you guys have any suggestions of content you want to see, just hit us up in the comments, and we'll see what we can do.
And if you suggest more scum and villainy stuff, don't worry, we're on it.
It is under control.